morning she wanna break up, but instead she wants to make up. Ooh, you let me love you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hello YouTubers, and welcome to a new video of Arepas for dinner. For the ones who don't know me, my name is Andrea, and I do videos about my life in the Czech Republic, and now as well introducing this new part that is motherhood and pregnancy and all those things, because I am pregnant with a little girl. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know the name of that little girl. I'm gonna anyway disclaim it here because I know some of you don't have Instagram, and her name is Alicia. After all, we pick a Spanish name because the Czech version is very pretty, it's Alice, but we didn't like Alice or Alice. Jan and I, we both decided that Alicia was the perfect one, and that's the name of our baby girl. No more time to lose, let's start with video. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about all the things that I'm gonna do or I am not gonna do that are a little bit controversial, meaning things that people don't usually do in motherhood or with babies, but we decided is the way to go. As well, bear with me, we don't have here the baby yet, so these are things that we decided beforehand, but they say things change a lot once the baby's here. So I'm gonna read you the list. This is gonna be a very fast video, and you can tell me if you also did any of these things yourself and how it went for you. Baby's gonna have her own room. So we are not thinking on co-sleeping or baby sleeping in our room, not even one day. And that's because I was raised that way, and in my culture it's very, very normal for the baby to sleep in the nursery since day one. And the perk of that is that as early, I think, as 2 months, the baby is already sleeping through the night, or I think it's 3 months. If the baby is completely sleeping 9 hours, and by like 7 months, the baby is sleeping already 10 hours and they don't wake up during the night. And there's a lot of techniques and everything. If you want to know about those techniques, especially to put the baby in their own room since the beginning, let me know and I can send you this entire article about how to do it and why it works and why it worked for our moms and grandmas of many of us when we used to do it that way. But no worries, I understand people sleep in the same room with the baby because of the risk of SIDS or sudden infant death syndrome. And the truth is that we are buying 2 different devices to avoid SIDS. That is one that is a little pad that you put under the baby blanket or under the bed covers, and the other one is a little sock that you put in the baby foot when they're gonna sleep. The sock, I like it more because you can travel with it and you can, if the baby is sleeping somewhere else, you can totally still put the sock on. And the little pad in the bed, Jan like it more, so we decided to just go with both. Bath every night. And this is a weird topic for me because in my culture, yet again, we bath our babies every day. There's no once a week, twice a month. No. I mean, we take showers twice a day because I come from a very showering culture, and we will bath our baby every day, actually every night before bed. That helps them sleep so much, and you avoid any of those like eczemas, baby acne, and those undesirable skin conditions. Breastfeeding and as well breast pumping, so that can breastfeed as well without having to have breast. And literally, I really hope, I'm doing such an effort to be able to breastfeed. It's something I really want to do. It's the best for you and for the baby. If you're unable, there's nothing you can do. If I'm unable, there's nothing I can do. But that's something I really want. And at the same time, I know that if you have a very good way of pumping your own milk, you can even freeze it and mark it and unfreeze it, and then that can, feed the baby with breastfeed as well, and I really like that. Okay, this one, I put it on the list, yet I don't think it's happening already. That is no expensive stroller. I honestly saw all the strollers that are on fashion, like Upa Baby or Jules is the most famous here. You also have Cybex, and I found them so big and bulky and uncomfortable. And I was like, oh no, I'm not getting that. But it looks like my mother-in-law really is looking forward to that. So we are gonna allow them to buy us the super expensive big stroller. But at the end, I'm also planning to go to Miami very early once the baby is born. I have to go to US because of some things I have to do there. And I plan to buy a smaller stroller so I can also have the version I like. Baby carrier, the old school. So I know it's super in fashion to have the wrap where you actually put your baby here and you wrap yourself around. And I know me, I'm so clumsy. I'm that person who's always falling and throwing things. Like I do like this with my hand and I throw like 4 things already. So I don't see myself putting the baby there. It's gonna fall. I know it's gonna fall. So I just want the really old school one, the one that looks like a backpack that you put a thing when the baby is very baby and you remove it when the baby's a little bit bigger. I honestly like it better. I know the other one is more convenient because you can wrap it and make it smaller and just fit it in your purse, but I don't care. I want the old school one. No baby monitor. Hear me out. I'm not a bad mom. No baby monitor because we only want the baby radio. I don't want the screen. Why? Because the screen is connected to the phone, so the phone is connected to the internet. So it's this entire thing where if the reception goes off, if the electricity goes off for any given reason, a storm, for example, if the internet goes off, you already don't have vision of your baby, you cannot hear it. As well, you have to have it in your phone kind of on, or you have to have one of those screens and move it all around the house and charge it, and it's so inconvenient. So I'm going old school here as well, and I'm just thinking about the type of walkie-talkie of the baby monitors. When baby makes a sound, you can hear it from the other side, kind of that thing. So that's for now what we purchased, and I do not want the baby monitor. Yes to the white noise. So I don't know if that's normal or not normal anymore, but I am pro white noise because I myself love white noise, meaning I love the sound of the car, makes me sleep. I love the sound of a plane, makes me sleep. I love the sound of an AC, makes me relax so much. I love low frequency white noises. So I for sure will be purchasing a white noise machine for baby because I know they tend to sleep better at the beginning with one of those. Yes, keep traveling and meeting friends. So this one is a big one because I know a lot of people stop meeting friends the first year of life of their baby or even the first couple of years, and that's not gonna be our case. So now we are a family of 2, soon to be a family of 3, and that's just how it's gonna be. So we are still gonna plan house parties. I wouldn't call them like parties, but more like house get-togethers in my house, dinner parties, going out, going to restaurants, going to places where we can take the baby, going to trips and taking the baby with us. I know many of the Czech women do it, and I appreciate you doing that because my mom did it with us. I think the first time I was in a small plane that my dad used to have, I was like, I'm not sure. And the first time we were taken to a Caribbean beach in the middle of nowhere, I was like, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I know my parents didn't slow down because of us, and I really like that spirit. I know at the beginning I'm going to slow down. I don't plan to go anywhere really the first month, but after that, I hope we can. And also, I hope COVID is over by then. Okay, this one is a big one. Yes, keep working. So for the ones who don't know, I work 100% from home, even before COVID, even before anything. I was still working from home because I'm a photographer and a photo editor. So I work as a photo editor for different photographers around the world and for different companies as well that need photo editing. And as well, sometimes I get gigs on photography here in Prague, not as often, mostly is photo editing from home. And even though I do plan on slowing down a little bit, meaning taking probably a little bit less gigs that I'm actually taking at the moment, I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I love my work, I can do it from home, and I can find help to help me out with baby while I'm working from home. Yes, cleaning lady. So if you didn't know, because I don't speak about this that often, we do have a cleaning lady at the moment. I do appreciate that. I grew up with cleaning ladies around me all my life. It's a normal thing, it's a dignifying job, and somebody else does it while I'm working in something else. So I really like that. And now that baby is coming, yes, we plan on having a cleaning lady even more times a week. So instead of once a week, maybe 3 times a week, so she can help with the laundry that I hate. I hate is the part that I hate the most in the world probably. So she can help with the laundry and other annoying things, so I can dedicate myself to baby and to work exclusively. And to cooking, because I love cooking. Like, I don't need anybody to cook for me. In my house in Caracas, the person who helps in my house, she cooks because my mom doesn't love to cook the normal meals. I love cooking, so nobody's gonna take that away from me. No daily walk, and this one is huge. I don't know why, probably it's because girls wanna go out of the house, but in Czech it's super, super common to walk out the baby every day. Like if it was a dog. So I moved to a house with a big garden, and I think that will do it. So for sure, I can move my studio down outside because it's gonna be good weather, and I can put the baby in the stroller there outside, or I can put the baby directly like in a playing garden or something like that. But definitely, I think the walks can be on the weekend. I know my mother-in-law wants to walk the baby a lot, so she's more than welcome to help me doing that. But I don't see myself being one of those moms that walks the baby every day like a dog. We didn't even walk the dog. We had a big garden, so the dog was just there. No tablets. And this one I might regret later and say, no way I'm doing that. But I've seen many moms doing that here in Czech Republic, where they don't give devices to the kids. They don't give tablets. They don't give phones. The kids get a little bit of screen time, meaning like watching TV or playing in the computer, but they don't get their own tablet. And I really like that approach, because then kids actually start playing with things that they see in person, and I like that much more than the tablet thing. But at the same time, I know they use a tablet because it's easier for the parents to be in social events and doing other things, and just give a tablet to the baby and they can keep adulting. So we will see, but honestly, in theory, I don't want baby tablets. Yes, sunbathing. So for some reason, I've seen that in Europe, they never put the babies to sunbath. I understand that baby skin is quite delicate, and I am darker skin, but my husband is lighter skin. So the baby might be born with my skin or with his skin, but nevertheless, as for white or brown babies, it doesn't matter. We let them tan a little bit every day. That way you avoid that they call here. It's called actually bilirubin, but they don't call it bilirubin. They call it like hepatitis. It's very weird, but it's when the babies are born yellow. If your baby is born yellow, only by a couple of weeks of sunbathing, your baby would be completely fine. So that's a big thing, and that's something I definitely want to do. Also, babies that sunbath more when they are little, they have less bone fractures and broken bones when they're older. No nanny for the baby. And this one is a big one because I already spoke about cleaning ladies, and in Venezuela it's super common to get, they don't call it a nanny, they call it a nurse. And you have a nurse that comes and sleep in your house maybe once or twice a week so mommy can rest. And in so many cases, people even have nannies so they can work, they can clean, and they can do other things. And to be very honest, I want help with everything else besides my baby. So I do want to take care of my baby, and I want somebody else to be taking care of the house. I've seen it so often that people hire nannies and they even end up like cooking for the nanny instead of cooking for their own kids. So no. I want help with everything else. I don't want help with baby. For now. I mean, my mom is going to be here. My entire family is going to be here. My mother-in-law is very excited to help. So that's the help I want. I don't want nanny help. Yes, multi-language. So many people told me that I have to pick a language or a couple of languages to speak to Alicia, because otherwise it's going to take her forever to learn to speak. And probably she's not going to be speaking until she's like 3, because we're going to be speaking every language. Meaning I'm going to be speaking to her in Spanish. My mother-in-law and my husband are going to be speaking to her in Czech. And my parents are going to be speaking to her in Spanish. And in between, Jan and I, we speak in English, and for sure we're going to be speaking in English to her as well. So it's going to be super mixed, super crazy, and I know it's going to take her way longer to speak, but I'm not in a rush. Everybody learns to speak sooner or later, so I would much rather introduce the 3 languages. Yes, schedules. So I've read a lot about these, and apparently people like don't follow the schedules once baby's here, and it makes sense, but I do want to set some schedules, or at least not at the beginning, because I know when they're very young, like, you know, the first month is very hard, but little by little settling schedules of time to go to bed, time to nap, time to eat, and all those things really help control baby. It helps baby sleep through the night, which is like one of the biggest issues apparently to the first year of a baby. No swaying, I don't know how you say that. When you wrap the baby in the blanket. No. So I don't know if you're familiar with Montessori, but Montessori is a system where you want the baby to be more sensor and to feel his environment or her environment much more. So we want to go to that. So we are not going to roll the baby in the blanket at any given point. I don't like it. The risk of SIDS or sudden infant death syndrome is higher when you do that, because if they roll, they cannot roll over because they're tight there. I don't like it. So we actually are just gonna buy a type of like clothing called cocolizo in Spanish, that is literally these pajamas that are like very long in the bottom and you can tie the bottom up. So they feel like, you know, kind of cozy and warm without having to have a blanket, which is not great, and without actually being swayed or whatever you call it. I don't know how you call it. No washable diapers. It's weird that in the 21st century I have to say this, but I wish more diaper companies made like biodegradable, I don't know how you say that, like bio diapers that actually don't contaminate as much, because honestly I don't have the time nor the will to be washing diapers. Never gonna happen. The only reason why my husband, for example, had those types of diapers is because they were born when Czech Republic was still under the communist regime, under like very different economical circumstances. I'm not gonna do that to myself. And I know a lot of people are doing that in the US, but they do have cleaning systems that come and pick up the diapers once a week in your house, and they wash them for you and they do all that. But I don't like the entire poo thing. So yeah, I wanna get rid of the diapers. Yes, car rides for soothing. And this one I haven't heard that often, but I know a lot of people that is like afraid to put their kids in cars when they're little because they might not like it, which for me is insane, because actually I sleep in the car so good since I was a baby. So yeah, when your baby doesn't sleep and it's like 1 a.m. and you don't know what to do, you pop it in the car and you go drive around a little bit and it's gonna fall asleep. So yeah, I am planning to do that. Yes, posting on social media. I do want to be open with social media, and my baby, I don't mind, and I am actually looking forward on sharing all the cuteness on my Instagram, and probably even, they call it very trashy in Venezuela, it's considered very trashy, but probably I'm gonna do like a second Instagram for like my family members and close friends with like only the baby. Even though it's trashy, I don't care. Like, I honestly waited for this baby like forever, infertility, hello. So yeah, I'm gonna be that kind of mom. Okay, this one is quite controversial, that is baby seat facing the front. So I understand that for car crashes, the baby seat facing the back is much more safe. At the same time, I haven't been involved in big car crashes, but the thing is that everything comes with, you know, perks and like with risks and with like goods and risks, and I don't know how to say that. The thing is that if the baby is facing the back and the baby puts something in his or her mouth, you won't be able to see what it is. If the baby is crying desperately and you don't know what's happening and you're driving, you cannot even like soothe the baby because it's looking at the other side. So I understand why people do it that way, but in my case, I want the baby facing front. Yes, co-bathing. So I don't want co-bathing to go for that long. The first year co-bathing, 100% yes. Like, I think when they're very, very little, you can't. But once they can sit down, it's very, very cute that you can bath together with your baby. It's such a bonding, nice time to spend and play together. So I for sure want to do that. Yes, sugar. Of course, I don't want to drown my kids in sugar. I'm not a crazy mom, or I'm not going to be a crazy mom. But the truth is that, for example, my dad and my uncle and all the Librandis pretty much grew up without sweets because my grandmother didn't want to give them sweets. So she used to like hide them and give them like once a week or something like that. And nowadays that they're adults, they all love chocolate and sweets and everything. And they're like obsessed with sweets because they didn't have them when they were little. So when we were growing up, we grew up with sweets, meaning, no, we were not drinking pop every day, like soda every day, not at all. But yeah, we would have like a frescolita, that is like a cherry soda, on the weekends, or we would have like a lollipop here and there, or we would have ice cream some nights, or cookies after a meal. So yeah, I'm not gonna be a sugar-free mom for sure. Yes, help from parents. So my parents, both mom, dad, also my sister, they're coming here for the birth of Alicia, and they want to help, and I'm so happy for that, because only about 100 years ago we were living, not we, I mean societies, we were living in big houses with all our family members, and women were not supposed to be alone, and they were supposed to get help from other women a lot. So I think a lot of the postpartum depression nowadays is the isolation that we have because of how individual we live nowadays. We all live in our own spaces, in our own houses, away from our family. So I do want to get my family and Jan's family very involved in helping out with the baby. I think that's going to be a great help. So just two more to go. One of them is yes, baby walkers. So I was a late walker. It took me forever. I think I was almost 3 years old when I walked, or something ridiculous. So yeah, my parents used a baby walker with both of us. My sister walked immediately, so you know. And I loved my baby walker. I think I started using it when it was like 6 months old or even younger. And it's a great way of having your baby around cautiously without them grabbing things and like punching things in their faces. And especially because we have a big house. So I think, yeah, I love my baby. I can even remember part of it, which is absolutely insane, that I can remember the excitement of being in the baby walker. So for sure, we're going to have that. I know there's a lot of people saying it's bad for the hips, it's bad for the legs, it's bad for everything. But let me tell you, I have beautiful, perfect legs. So modest here. But yeah, I have beautiful, perfect legs that work perfectly fine. That's what makes them beautiful. So yeah, I want a baby walker for baby Alicia. And the last one is just a funny one to end up this video with a very funny, nice vibe. That is yes at matching outfits. So I already started buying some outfits to match baby with Jan and with me, so we can be the cute, like, stupid Instagram family that dresses all the same. I want that so bad. We waited for this baby, we prayed for this baby so long that I cannot wait to do all the silly things I really want to do. And that ends up the video here. Let me know down in the comments if you did any of these things, if you want to have any of more information on the things I'm saying here. Probably if you want a more detailed information, it's better you to follow me on Instagram and ask me there. I'm super active there, and I keep very nice conversations with pretty much everyone there, so you can go and ask me whatever you want. If you want the extra information about the baby not sleeping in the room and how to do it, or all those fun things, just let me know down in the comments or go directly to my Instagram, even better. And that was it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and to give this video a big thumbs up, as well as to click here if you want to subscribe, or click these two for watching a next interesting video that you might like. And that was it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.